microphone for 1 second and chat with the panel about this. Is this sort of idea of social media management, censorship, whatever you want to call it, I feel, Scott, it's fine. Democrats have been in favor of it. Republicans have been against it. At some point, the shoe is going to be on the other foot, isn't it?
Yeah, and regulations are coming because of the impact, the negative impact social media has had. First Amendment is great, if you will, but you still have to attack the government. You can't attack the private sector and believe there's some private corporate conspiracy to allow people to do away with Republican messaging on social media and only Democratic messaging. That's not a winning argument. In fact, the federal district court that barred the government from talking to social media companies, the circuit just put a stay on that. We knew that was coming because that order was just too broad.
Well, and look, even Elon, you know, the number of Republicans I've seen like say, "Oh my God, Elon, you're the savior of free speech," and then Elon caves to Chinese, and Elon caves to Saudis, and Elon, and so then they all have to come out. Like Vivek has come out and criticized Elon for these things, but we haven't regulated tech. We've allowed it to decimate industries, and so I agree with you, Scott. I think Section 230 reform is coming, but I did talk to some Republicans who told me, even though you have some people who are on the Hill saying, yes, we should reform this, that it's very unlikely because it's very complicated.
Given the body of evidence that we've now seen from the 2020 election, I think you're going to get some bipartisan support for regulations. I think, number one, Democrats are going to continue to harp on what they call disinformation and trying to limit that and empower these social medias to continue to go after it. Republicans are going to say you can't censor opinion. You can't censor political information out there, and the federal government doesn't have a role. This is congressional investigations 101. What you can't get from the agencies who are communicating with these social media companies, you go right to the social media companies and ask them to turn it over. And that's why I think you're going to see some subpoenas come out on this and try and get the testimony, because if the FBI and the other agencies that have actually been engaging with the social media companies, they're going to bring in the Facebook executives and say, tell us what they told
But what is this all for? Every time there's a new social media platform, are they going to drag in the executive of that company and say, you know, oh, we're the victims here? That's horrible.
Especially when it's one established by the people who did it in 2020.
Establishment or not, let me tell you who I've had it with. It's the congressmen and congresswomen who are screaming afoul about censorship when there isn't full evidence that there is any. Okay, so let's just calm down on that train. What I see not happening here is anybody really addressing the big problem, and I'm one for limited regulation, but it's the fact that American kids are committing suicide and kids are being targeted and trafficked because of social media platforms. People are not talking about that. As a parent, I am outraged. As a parent of 3 daughters, I'm outraged. As somebody that has to see more and more media stories coming up about missing women, why are we not holding these executives' feet to the fire about that stuff? That's what I want to see regulation on.
That can be regulated, and that can be censored.
Where is it happening?
And that's going to be the driving narrative. They're taking too much time. It's happening.
With this other
but
stuff.
They're taking too much time
Because,
with
you know,
this.
the inverse I see happening right now is not federal government pressuring these private companies. I see actually Democrats, finally,
But the
this
famous
Biden
political
administration.
example is the Hunter Biden laptop.
Right.
Right before the 2020. I mean, that was suppressed and brought down.
It's always Biden's fault. If your last
I'm just saying, you want an example that jumps right out in front of you, right in October of 2020.
We can
walk in misdemeanors.
The New York Post, one of the oldest newspapers in the country.
5 years and 2 misdemeanors.
Alexander Hamilton
Let's
founded
get
the New York
over it.
Post, yet it was pulled down.
We can walk and chew gum at the same time, guys. We can do that.
Are you comparing Hamilton to Biden now? My goodness gracious. How long are we going to stay on this story?
Till we know the truth. All right, Robbie, we're sorry we couldn't fix your microphone. At some point, we're going to do that. We're gonna try to separate this gang here for at least one segment. GOP presidential candidate, former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, will replace